Hey, what's up guys? This is Bryant at Whisper Status 74. There will be no videos today other than this one, which is to talk about the passing of Kobe Bryant and 8 others and the tragedy that surrounds it. I was filming a video today on one of the displays that I have, and I filmed it and found it very difficult to get through. I didn't find it important. And typically a death of a celebrity, someone that we've watched, whether it's an athlete or an actor or musician, it does impact us as fans. But for something to happen like this to such a young man and an icon, and the families that were involved, just made making that video seem so trivial. That video will be up tomorrow, but today I wanted to quickly just acknowledge that. I did a little picture of Kobe Bryant yesterday as I heard about it for the community, but I want to just address it quickly. It's so different than just losing a basketball player. I followed him his whole career outside of high school. I followed him during the All-American games and the dunk contests, and growing up as a Michael Jordan fan, he was always somebody that was right there. And what I want to say today is really less about the basketball player and more about the man he was outside of basketball. Multicultural, all over the world, you know, speaking fluent Italian, the charitable things that he did every day. And in the second part of his life, after his playing career, he seemed more relaxed, and he was doing this Black Mamba school and facility for young players and young kids and impoverished children from all over the US, all over the world. He was just somebody that continued to give. And seeing him with his daughter, Gianna, who passed away at only 13 years old and was also an excellent basketball player, to see a man this wealthy and this accomplished to really spend time with his daughter as a father, it's just something that it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see a celebrity spend time with his daughter and coach his daughter, as well as coach other kids. And just to recognize that it's not just him as a young dad. Yes, he's an icon and he's legendary. And it's just as a young father, it's such a tragedy. At 41 years old, to also have his other kids and to have a new child at 7 months old who will never know him or their sister is terrible. And I found out that news yesterday, like many of you, and it wasn't any credible news sites, and TMZ and some others, and I was hopeful that it was, you know, like a farce. I remember even a couple of years ago, there was other celebrities that reported dead, just to hear that it wasn't real. So I was hoping for that just to be junk. And when it came out as confirmed, I was devastated. And many celebrities I loved, you know, Freddie Mercury when I was younger, they were tragic, and a lot of other celebrities we've lost. Something about this man, this young dad who died being a dad. You know, he's flying to take his daughter to her game, to coach her game. I bring my daughters to basketball every day. And to then think about the people that are in that plane as well, or in that helicopter as well. I have family that works for Sikorsky Aircraft and will tell me that the aircraft that he was in, this double rotor Rolls-Royce of helicopters, can fly in conditions that other helicopters can't. So the other helicopters, the police helicopters that were grounded, were only single, and he had a double. And it's, you know, he's somebody that knows helicopters, and his pilot is so experienced and is an instructor. But there is complete families wiped out here, and it's not a school shooting, it's not a celebrity death that we see with, you know, drugs or heart attacks or doing something crazy. This guy flew helicopters since he was a teenager. He was getting, you know, to and fro with his sports. And statistically, it's probably safer, you know, than anything else. But what I find most tragic, other than losing this icon and losing this amazing athlete, is just a young man who was only going to do more good as time went on. He was only going to give more. And to see somebody so famous love to step back and let his daughter shine and see these young people and show this work ethic that is legendary, and not seem like that legendary work ethic made him a negative, poisonous person, that he couldn't seem happy. You know, I look at someone like Michael Jordan, who was so accomplished, it doesn't always seem super happy being away from the game. It seemed like Kobe Bryant seemed at ease with being a father. He's 41 years old. I'm 45 years old. A lot of you watching this in the community are the same age. And it is a sad, sad day for a loss of a great man, but for a loss of just a young father and his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, and as well as the other people that were in the plane. You know, Coach ALTOBELLI, his wife, KERRI, and their daughter, ALYSSA, 13 years old. Also, CHRISTINA MAUSER, who was a coach for his team, his top coach for this team that he was coaching, as well as Sarah and Peyton Chester. Sarah, or the daughter, is only 13 years old. And let's not forget the pilot, ZOBAYAN, who is also very, very experienced. And the sad thing about how media works is I'm hoping they don't really go after this pilot, who has a family of his own, who I'm sure is extremely experienced. These guys flew every single day. He's an instructor. For something, it reminds me of just a very human thing, where like John F. Kennedy Jr. passed, he was flying. He was kind of inexperienced. Maybe it was irresponsible, and that impacted a nation. Something about this is just so routine. You know, hey guys, let's jump in the helicopter. Leave your cars here. He's talking to his buddy who's a baseball coach. Daughter plays on the team. Yeah, bring your wife. And yeah, I'll bring my coach. And you can imagine being there. You can imagine saying, "Oh, I'll go on the helicopter with you." And he's done it 1,000 times. I'm sure he wasn't doing flips. He wasn't doing anything like that. I'm sure the pilot was very professional. But everybody there lost. It was a family destroyer. It just destroyed these families. To have the, you know, I believe the coach Coach Alto has 2 other kids. It doesn't matter about wealth. It doesn't matter how much money anyone has. It doesn't matter if they're set for life. It doesn't matter. There is a father lost. There is a daughter lost. They were together when this aircraft was going down. Being somebody who flies with my daughters frequently, my wife who travels frequently, who is in Los Angeles right now, it just makes you want to hold your loved ones very, very tight and to be the most positive and forgiving person you can possibly be. I know this is not our normal content. It just felt ridiculous putting out any other kind of video today when families have legitimately been just torn apart. And again, it's just different. It has a different feeling than a school shooting where there's a villain or there is something wrong. This is just a guy who flies helicopters all day that was just going from one place to another with all these kids waiting. And it's just so tragic that these families, you know, for Peyton and Sarah, and they have, you know, a husband and other children. And it's just, it's awful. And not just on a celebrity level, but on just a human level, it is just very, very terrible. So today I just wanted to, you know, just say that let's try and be positive and forgiving and just enjoy the people you love. Hold them close. Don't leave a negative word to somebody else. Tell everybody you love them. Contact those friends, those family you don't see often. Make a phone call. I know I have. And this death has really put things in proper context for me, personally. And I wanted to acknowledge Kobe Bryant and all the others lost. And that's it. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you think in the comments as far as how Kobe Bryant's death has impacted you as a person, as a mother, as a father. I know for me, it has really impacted me as a dad and made me want to hug my kids as much as possible, as well as my wife, my friends, and you guys are my friends. And I wanted to pass my love to you and how grateful I am to you guys and how I want to not have, even though we disagree, I want it to always be a positive interaction. Life is way, way too short. I hope everyone is doing okay. I love you guys. And let me know what you think about it. And let me know what your thoughts are on Kobe Bryant. And just say a prayer to the families. And my thoughts are with the families. My thoughts are with you guys too. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Just thinking about Kobe Bryant, all the families connected, and all the young people. You know, quickly just think how tragic it is that not only did you lose these adults, you lost the pilot, you lost the coach, you lost Kobe, but, you know, you lost these other little kids. You know, how many times I've been in a car with my daughter and their friends, and they're laughing, and it's heartbreaking on that level. But what a great man, both him and the coach, and I'm sure the pilot and the other people that were there. Families were destroyed, and it is just terrible tragedy. All right, guys. Love you guys. Sorry for the long video. No TV videos or video game videos today, but I will release the one I plan on releasing today, tomorrow. All right, guys. Take care. Thank you so much.